Hi guys, Christina Regine here. Today we are making a Thanksgiving stuffing and dressing. We're going to start by making the vegetable part of our dressing. So I have some onions, garlic, celery, and carrots. I also have some thyme and rosemary. So I'm going to go ahead and season this whole thing. I am going to add 1 tablespoon of onion powder, 1 teaspoon of garlic powder. I am also adding half a teaspoon of dried oregano and half a teaspoon of dried basil. I'm adding a tablespoon of olive oil. I'm adding half a teaspoon of black pepper and a pinch of salt. I'm adding some fresh rosemary and some fresh thyme. And now I'm going to combine everything together. And then we're going to move on to creating a butter mixture that we will use in the stuffing. Now get a stick of softened salted butter, add about a 1/4 tablespoon of onion powder, a 1/4 teaspoon of garlic powder, 1/8 teaspoon of black pepper, half a teaspoon of thyme, half a teaspoon of rosemary, and 1 tablespoon of fresh parsley. Combine the mixture together, and then we're going to go ahead and move on to the next part of the stuffing. So here I have the butter mixture I just made, as well as 2 bell peppers, a pound of mushrooms. I also have a pound of bacon and 2 pounds of sausage. The sausage could be of any kind you like, turkey, pork, or beef, and the bacon could be turkey or pork bacon as well. So now I'm just going to go ahead and add the butter to a large pot. Turn the heat to medium, and once the butter has completely melted, go ahead and add your bacon. You don't have to cook the bacon for too long, just cook it slightly. Since this is going in the oven anyway, it's going to continue to cook in there. So now I'm just stirring the bacon in, making sure that it's well coated with the butter that we have in here. And now I'm going to add the sausage. Just move the bacon over to the side of the pot so you'll have room to break up the sausage while you are cooking it. Just like with the bacon, we do not have to cook the sausage for too long because it will continue to cook once it is in the oven. Transfer the meat to a large bowl. Make sure not to collect any of the juices from the meat as you are doing so, because we will use these juices to cook our vegetables as well as our mushrooms and bell peppers. So with the oil and juices still in the pot, we will add our vegetables and stir them into the pot with the juices just to make sure everything's well coated. We do not have to cook the vegetables for too long because they will cook in the oven. We will just cook the vegetables in here for about 5 minutes over medium heat. Stir everything together, and then we are going to go ahead and transfer our vegetables to the large bowl. And we are still going to leave the juices inside the pot as we do so because we will use these juices as we are cooking the mushrooms and bell peppers. So now we are adding our mushrooms and bell peppers. Turn your heat to low this time and just cook these for about a minute or two. These cook pretty fast, so we don't have to cook them for as long as we did with the meat or the vegetables. And then we'll go ahead and transfer them into the big bowl. We will still leave the juices in the pot because we will use these juices to cook the bread part of the stuffing. So to every cup of water, I add a tablespoon of Worcestershire, I don't know what you call it, sauce. And we will go ahead and add that to the pot. The total amount of water you use depends on how much stuffing or bread you are using. So now I'm just going to go ahead and add the stuffing into the pot, and I'm going to stir it until cooked. You can use about 2 loaves of bread of your choice. Just cut it up into chunks and then you can go ahead and cook it. Or if you are using boxed or bagged stuffing, just cook it as directed. So we are adding our stuffing to the bowl, and once we are done adding it, we will go ahead and stir everything together. At this point, you can pull your turkey out to go ahead and stuff it, or if you prefer to do a dressing instead, we are going to move on to the next step, which is to prepare our stuffing to be baked. So now we're going to go ahead and whisk 3 large eggs. And once we are done whisking them, we'll just add them to the bowl of stuffing or dressing. And then we are going to combine everything together. And then we will transfer it to a greased baking pan. I used a round pan here, but it might be best to use a rectangular pan. Bake at 350 degrees Fahrenheit for 30 minutes covered with aluminum foil and another 15 minutes uncovered. Use a fork to check that the stuffing is thoroughly cooked. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this video. Please subscribe for more videos like this and follow me on Instagram and TikTok at Christina Regine Cooks. See you in the next video. Bye.